So hey everyone, it is Erin, and we are going to make some cute little planner clips, but not on paper clips. We're going to make them on clip clips. They don't have to be used for planners, but you know, they're just, these little guys are so super cute, and I thought how adorable would it be to take these little images that you could use for your planner and put them on a fun clip. And I know they're kind of big, but when you get a planner, you can definitely put things on kind of the outside, and that way you don't have to just stamp in there. They're reusable. You can move them around. So for instance, like this one right here, let's say you have a meeting, okay? So you can write the meeting down and you put the little clip on your planner where it needs to be on that month or that week or whatever it may be, and then that little picture is for the meeting. You need to go see a teacher, you gotta go to the school, you've got, you know, some sort of alarm or some sort of reminder, you gotta pick your kids up from the school bus, whatever it may be, something different, something, you know, you need to go get a haircut, whatever it may be. It's just something a little bit different, and these are really cute. These are Brutus Monroe stamps, and they're just adorable. They're fun little decorations. And we're going to use the Brutus Monroe ink, and then we're going to stick them onto our little clips, and we're going to have fun because you can tell I've got a few colors of clips, so we're going to play around with that. The colors of ink that I have for Brutus Monroe are Jurassic Suede, Wagon, and Sidewalk. So I found some colors of paper from Canvas Core that are just my scraps. If you notice, none of these are full 12 by 12. Some of them are just really small. We are going to stamp on the back side, and then we are going to stamp in black, and then we're going to kind of watercolor with some of these colors. And then that way there's a pattern that shows around on the other side. So I'm going to do one with you. We're going to pick the yellow, and you want to pick colors that kind of make sense to the stamps. So for the yellow, we're going to pick the school bus. Why not? I know I have a giant stamp block here. It's because some of the stamps I'm going to go through and I'm going to do them at the same time. And the other thing is that when I cut these guys out, I'm not going to cut them to be perfect in shape. I'm going to cut them as squares. So it just makes it a whole lot easier because they're all about the same size. So stamp my ink up, stamp my stamp up with my ink. This is just a detail black ink. And then I'm going to come in and stamp. Super simple. Now, before I cut this guy out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a regular old paintbrush, nothing fancy here, and I have a bottle of water. I know this thing is kind of gross, I'm sorry. And I'm going to put a little bit of ink on my non-stick mat, spray it with some water, and all of a sudden, look at that. I have some watercolor, and now I can go in and I can watercolor. And I'm going to kind of watercolor, and notice it is not blending with the black that's there, even though this is the same ink, because it dries pretty fast. And I'm just doing a light wash. I'm not overdoing it. I'm not going to make this super bright colored. If you wanted to, by all means, go for it. Let's kind of dry for a second, and because I didn't super saturate it, it's pretty much there. And then I take some scissors, or you could take your cutting tool, and this happens, you want to try and get as square as you possibly can. Oop, I might want to get out my cutting tool when I start doing these to make them nice and square, but I'm just going to freehand these, I think. And there we go. As best as I can, follow the lines. To fussy cut that out would just be kind of a nightmare. So I'm just going to cut these as squares. You could also get a circle punch out and you could punch these, but you really want to make sure that they're dry. If you have a square punch, by all means, go for that. I might do some of these as circle punches, like for instance the ones that look like circles. Those might be really cute as looking at circles. So if you see me pull out a punch, that's what I'm doing. I ink everything. Ink the edges of everything, I should say. So I go through, I'm going to ink the edge just a titch. Doesn't have to be much. Just a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. And there it is, just a cute little something. And then on the back side, you've got a tone, you've got a color. And if I wanted to go in and kind of blend in some of the color, I could come in and kind of add some of that tone, because this is a very bright yellow. This yellow here is this is an ivory with a yellow on it, and so it's not as bright because it's on ivory versus on a white color. But it's just something different, something cute. So now I'm going to find a cute little clip. Let's go in the natural this time. So I don't know, which one? Which one should we do? You know what? I have an idea. We're going to take the natural, but we're going to color it. So we're going to take our ink and we're going to stamp. And so look, see how well that takes the color? And so I know we're not going to see the entire clip, you're just going to see part of it, but now we have a color. I'm just going to wipe this off so I don't get into gunky stuff. I'm going to dry this up for a second. It doesn't take too long to dry, it's not instantaneous. Just want a little bit of a color. And stand that upright. And then we're just going to take our typical old Beacon 3-in-1 glue. My little tap fell off, but that's okay. We're just going to add a tiny little dab of the glue. There we go. Just a little bit of the glue. And then you take your little guy and you stick them on there. And now you've got a cute little clip, and this will harden and it won't be so floppy. It's a little wet right now and the glue's got to dry. But now you've got these really cute little planners. And if you want to add some more of the ink now that I kind of wiped some of it off because it wasn't fully set, you can go in and kind of add some more of the ink color on there. You can dab this a little bit, kind of blend it in, make it a little mottled. It's whatever you want to do. And so there it is, cute little clip. So I'm going to make a few more of these. That's just the first one. We've got a few more that we can go in and make, and I'm going to speed this up because the process is the same. It's just I may change some colors, and I may change, instead of a square, I might do a circle instead. So let's have some fun and make some cute little clips. So there we go, a fun little series of cute little clips, all with little stamps on the end. And you can use this for more than just planners. I know that, you know, as I was doing this, I'm thinking, well, this would be really cute on a card. These would be really cute on a scrapbook page, on a little mixed media book. You know, there's all kinds of uses for these fun little guys. Instead of doing stamps, you could really easily do a word and, you know, stamp out a phrase and have that be hello, a kid's name, something like that on the side of something. So it's just a really cute little embellishment that you can use for all kinds of stuff. Some of these are still drying. I'm trying to get them face up so you can see them all. I really had fun playing with putting them on different colors of the clothespins. So I didn't always do true to the color. I pulled some other fun colors out that had nothing to do with our color scheme, like some of the blues, but I put them on neutral backgrounds. This is not necessarily supposed to be a set. This is just something fun to have. If you want to have it as a set, you could do a whole bunch of the same. You could do a whole bunch of the little mortar boards. That would be really cute. You could do it with bigger stamps and bigger clips. This is just one little idea for this stuff. So thanks for stopping by and taking a look at my fun little embellishment that I made. Little clips for a multitude of purposes, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.